Hello guys, I am back, crystal clear in the flesh with a new updated brow tutorial. It's only updated because it's a video this time and the last one was a pictorial. So yeah, to begin, have a face, have some eyebrows, and you're gonna apply primer. What I'll be using is the MAC primer in Natural Radiance Base Lumiere. And you don't need a lot, just one squirt on your palm, and you're gonna rub it all over your face. Make sure your face is nice and moisturized. You need primer just so when you're applying all of your makeup, it stays in place and doesn't like melt off because of your natural oils and things like that. So that I'm gonna use the brow pencil, also by MAC Cosmetics in Spite. It has like a revolving point, you know, it's not like you sharpen the pencil. You don't need a lot from it, just a little. I was trying to get the zoom, but it wasn't working. But you really don't need a lot. So to begin, you will draw your desired brow shape. Me, for myself, I don't like a sharp arch in my brow. I like my brows to be straight. With my Pro Conceal and Correct palette in dark, I will take the NC45 and highlight my brow. The reason why you highlight your brow is to give the impression of, you know, I just got my brows done. Also, you don't want people to see any excess hairs, and it just gives highlight to where you drew in. It makes the pencil darker. So now you take your blending brush and look at you. Almost done filling in your brows. You ready to hit the streets? Not yet, but take your blending brush and begin blending in the concealer. The last thing you want is a harsh line between the concealer and the brow. It just won't look good. With the angle side of my double-ended brush formation, I'm just blending in the color of the brow pencil. I don't want my brows to be too dark and harsh. So I'm just repeating the same method on my left eyebrow. I don't like this brow. This brow just gets on my nerves sometimes. It's really thin towards the end of the brow, so sometimes I have difficulty. You'll see the difficulties coming up soon. Some calling me a sinner, some calling me a winner. I'm calling you to dinner, and you know exactly what I mean. Yeah, I'm talking about you. You can rock or you can leave. Watch me tip without you. What people don't realize is that the concealing part of this whole process is the most important part. It really creates the shape of the brow. It really gives your brow the really defined and clean look that you want. So when you're defining and highlighting, please be patient with your brushes and your hands, and take your time. There's no rush. Practice, practice, practice. Always makes perfect. Always makes perfect. I can't stress how much this highlighting process is important and how much blending is important. Be careful with your blending brushes because things can go wrong. If you didn't notice what happened, I blended on top of the brow that I drew on, and it messed up the shape. Everything just looked all blurry, and it didn't look bad. It didn't look good at all. So what I'm doing is going over my mistakes with my pencil. I'm just making sure that there's a defined line between the concealer and where my brow shape begins. With the angle side of my double-headed brush, I'm just once again blending in the brow color so it doesn't look harsh and you don't see harsh lines. Right now I'm looking crazy, so back to editing I go, adding more concealer and just defining it, making sure that it looks close to identical as my right eyebrow. Sometimes it's hard to get them to look exactly the same, but just try your hardest to get as close as possible. Once you are pleased with your brows, I hope you don't think you're done. You have to blend in the concealer with the rest of your face. I'm going to use this foundation from MAC Cosmetics, my Matchmaster SPF 15 foundation in 7.5 color. With my double-headed brush from H&M, this foundation brush is perfect for me, nice and cheap, and gets the job done. I'm just going to blend in the foundation with the concealer as well as the rest of my face, and I'm all done. Thank you guys. I hope you guys loved it. I will talk to you guys later. Be blessed.